Welcome to the Real CP Show. I'm your host, CP. In today's topic, billions more. Ukraine reparations, insulting switchery, but American Black reparations? Well, get over it. Yes, that's exactly where quite a number of people within Americanism, the ones it applies to, that they sit there and tell that nonsense to millions of within American Blackism who still realize don't know the game of getting insulted when people do that. And again, we're very few exceptions within American Blackism who know these little sinister and insulting type little tactics, right? So this is just the most recent again of billions more to Ukraine, right? Reparations. But again, talking about American Black reparations for centuries of Black pain. Then it's like, oh my goodness, why don't you just get over it? So let me sit there and just play this particular initial video of something before I get into some of the main parts of this. Give me 1 second here. One moment here. One moment here. Just had it with me. Here we go.
Institutions have begun to grapple with the idea. As of August 12, 142 Congress members have co-sponsored H.R. 40, the bill that establishes a commission to study reparations. That is compared to only 2 in 2014. Even Joe Biden has said he supports the bill. But a real program could be costly.
This hardly seems the time to burden the economy with more debt and more taxes. Essentially, what you want to do is stimulate economic growth for all our benefit.
But at the same time, right? Where's that same fool, right, to say, hey, man, what about these reparations that continue to keep going on to Ukraine? What about the reparations, foolish person, right, and the ones who think like him? Did they have anything to do with what we call parentheses Native Americans? Huh? Did you have anything? Oh, you're talking about them. Did they have anything to do with that? Did they sit there and do did they participate in the Trail of Tears for numbers of what we call wink Native Americans? Because again, right, most people still don't talk about, because how many people still don't know that how many people paid a few little dollars from within the Panama-based culture who know they are, right? And their descendants are still benefiting off of numbers of them being called Native Americans because they paid a few little darn dollars, got on some of the rolls, and became Native Americans. This is why, again, you see certain freaking names that know who they are, right? You say, wait a minute, how is that name over here a person in certain positions, in certain places, in certain tribes, what we call Native American tribes, right? You say, wait, look at that person's last name, let alone look at that person's first name. That don't sound like no typicality of what we call Native Americans. Oh, but again, they don't want to talk about that part, right? But at the same time, American Blacks don't want to talk about reparations. Oh my goodness, why you always talking about reparations? Yes. You see how that goes? Because they know it's not enough within American Blackism to call their ignorance out and their hypocrisy of not sitting there talking about others who getting these freaking reparations and freebies and border break illegal immigrants who over and over again getting freebies left and right. Numbers of border breaking illegal immigrant, numbers of women popping out those kids like popping out candy apples, right? Who's sitting there paying for those pregnancy? That is form of reparations to help them out, right? But American Black women can't be popping out babies across that darn southern border or any other country, popping them out like candy apples and getting free neonatal care. Do you see how that go? Couple of these games, boys, is ridiculous, right? But also, again, there's a certain switchery going on, because when people see Ukraine, right, they hear about some Ukraine. And again, I'm not talking about the good Ukrainian personnel. There are some good ones. There are some bad ones. There are ones that play fence players. Don't get it confused, right? But you don't hear numbers of Ukrainian personnel jumping up and down for American blacks saying, hey, man, we demand, with our minute amount of demographics in America, hey, we demand that you political people provide reparations for American blacks who have been here a lot longer than most other people in this country. Nope, it's quietness, isn't it? Right? But again, you got people that act like this. They see nothing, they hear nothing, they see nothing, they hear nothing, and they know nothing. But when it's talking about their people, hey, what about, we want some reparations too? Our people, we're trying to escape from political violence. Our families are fear of another country, violence. He's like, who they look like? They look like people like that person, right? But they get a chance to flee and run to America, get reparations, have, do what they got to do, get governmental assistance, help them out with buildings, free rent, free housing, etc. But American blacks for centuries of black pain can't get no reparations. Well, what in the is that? And unfortunately, there are certain numbers of gullible numbers within American blackism who still don't get it. And very few exceptions, American blacks understand. So let's go ahead and play this particular video.
Today, President Biden announced $2.5 billion in additional security assistance for Ukraine, and it comes as White House is pushing to get as much aid as possible to Ukrainians before President Biden leaves office in January. This latest round of aid includes an additional $1.25 billion.
Oh, but 1.2 billion, right? Right? And remember I said the insultingness switchery. This is what you see in the front of this image. This is like the initial image. This is what people want people to sit there and look at. That's bad propaganda. Oh my goodness, look at it. Ukraine is on fire in this, right? The streets are burning in this, right? The people are running, my goodness, from tanks, right? And bad people trying to do bad things to Ukrainian personnel. You like, who they look like, right? What? But this is a bad propaganda, disingenuous type of demonic type of information they try to present, right? And I'm gonna get to that in a little bit as well. I'm gonna say, oh, let's look at some more realisticness, right? Let's keep going.
Drawdown package for the Ukrainian military and a $1.22 billion Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative package. The U.S. has provided more than $60 billion in aid to Ukraine since Russia invaded the country nearly 3 years ago. President Biden said the Department of Defense has now allocated all remaining USAI funds appropriated by Congress in the supplemental that he signed in April. All remaining USAI funds appropriated by Congress in the supplemental that.
The point is, look at this image again, right? You see the switchery on this. This is what the image that they would like to keep trying to show, right? But again, American blacks, right? Get over it, right?
Last year we sent in, what did we get? We crawled in, what did we get? We even marched in, and what did we get? So 1964 threatens to be a very explosive year.
A firebomb was tossed into the home of Malcolm X here in New York City early this morning.
I wanted you to know that my house was bombed.
Are you inferring then that because of this conspiracy, the attempt was made upon your life?
The attempt was made upon my life because I speak my mind and I know too much, and they know that I will speak it whether they like it or not.
But they want numbers of American blacks to jump on the train of being to help people for other different cultures and backgrounds while not getting the reciprocity back in return, right? How does that sound? Muppets from the puppets, Muppet puppets, wherever it is, where there are numbers of American blacks, the ones this applies to, right, with few exceptions, who keep trying to help other people out first instead of their own damn people first. How the hell does that sound?
I thought it was dumb. Maybe you're right.
Right? More reparations, right? For numbers of Ukraine. And you like, where's the accountability for that? Right? But again, American blacks, again, by the multi-millions, right? that this system loves for numbers of American blacks to say, hey man, just don't pay attention to what's going around, right? Y'all just keep, battling each other and then helping other cultures out first. And, numbers of blacks acting like, deflection, they own within internal deflection tactics. And, oh my, this ain't positive, ain't constructive, right? Well, the people continue to keep running and fleeing from their own countries and getting reparations as well. You know how crazy as that sound, right? But let's go ahead and go to the, this particular, you know what? First, let me read something else about this. Today, they talk about this particular Biden Harris administration. I am proud to announce, this is several days ago, nearly 2.5 billion in security assistance for Ukraine as the Ukrainian people continue to defend their independence and freedom from Russian aggression. Since Russia launched its further assault against Ukraine in February of 2022, the U.S. has rallied the world to stand with the Ukrainian people, and it has been a top priority of mine to provide Ukraine with the support it needs to prevail. Today's announcement, which includes an additional 1.25 billion drawdown package for the Ukrainian services, should we say, and a 1.22 billion Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative package, builds on this effort and will provide Ukraine with both immediate influx of capabilities that it continues to use to great effect on the battlefield and longer term supplies of air defense, artillery, and other critical boom type systems, right? But at the same time, American blacks are told, right, to get over the things that's been going on for centuries of black pain. But got people saying they see nothing, they hear nothing, and they know nothing. No one gets insulted. Nobody else in America gets insulted like that. And you have numbers of American blacks by the millions, with very few exceptions, walking around in a zombie-like mentality and don't even realize what is going on. Yes. And the system knows this. The system knows this. Right? The system knows this. But again, they want either numbers of American blacks. Hey, oh my goodness. And this topic, oh my goodness, Ukrainian personnel. Oh my goodness, look what they're going through. Look at this kind of image like that. Look. And you like, oh my goodness. And you like, what? The disingenuous, right? Half demonic type of sinisterlistic, bad propaganda images that they try to keep showing. Let me show you something. Give me a second. Let me show you something. Yeah, let me sit there and show you something. Let's get some from the boots on the ground. Here we go.
All right, guys. So we have very special clothes today. Вышиванка, me and Luba. So we basically look like on our photo, on our thumbnail. Yeah, really. Luba is really gorgeous in this вышиванка. Me, maybe. Показать что? Та я ж показав. Maybe me as well. Давай підемо сюдою, пройдемо там менше шуму. Я просто почну. So I will start from this point, because later I just will edit the video, and I will do this moment as the beginning of the video. Well, greetings everyone, and welcome back to Ukraine. Today we have a very special day. Today Ukraine celebrates the 33rd Independence Day. Right now we're in Kiev, at Kontraktova Square. This is one of our favorite spots, and we've been streaming here a lot of times. I can tell you a bit from the history. So everything happened in 1991 after the Soviet Union was dissolved. Our people, Ukrainians, they chose freedom, they chose to be independent, and since that period we've been fighting for this independence, we've been fighting for this freedom, paying a high price. So I don't know if any other country pays the same price as we pay.
Does that look like war tornness? Does that look like war tornness?
Our favorite Ferris wheel right here, where we rode the last time when it was my birthday. Today you also can notice some people who also wear wishovanka or some traditional clothes. Two ladies here. Yeah, we also have wishovanka day, and of course on that day many more people wear wishvanka. But even today is it's one of the day when people wear some traditional clothes. Of course, you can wear wishvanka any day you want, but some wishvanka, like mine, they are not, they are not for some simple days. They are not for some weekdays or for the work. And this wishvanka, it was made by my mom. And if my mom is watching me right now, hi to my mom, привет. And this is basically the first time I wear this wishvanka. Today you can notice a lot of people on the streets, of course, and maybe some people will say again, there is no war, there is it's like staged, everything is staged. Okay guys, sure, you know better, and there is no sense to say something to such people, because it's been 913 days from the moment when the full-scale war started.
But they'll try to tell American blacks what you saw is not what you saw, right? No numbers of American blacks just need to sit there and jump on board with the Ukrainian situation, right? Right? Just continue to be mesmerized, right? And jump on board and help other coaches out first, right? Just don't believe what you just saw, right? You you see how that sounds, right? And so the thing about it is, this is the ridiculous and the insultingness of this, right? But let me sit there and show you this other particular video. Give me 1 second here. Oh, wrong one. Just one particular last thing. Give me one moment here. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Did it stop? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Well, what is this? Ukraine live cam for Kyiv, Odessa, whatever it is, Kharkiv, Kramatorsk, Zavotsk. Anyway, you see the point of it, right? These are different little parts of Earth cam situation, different parts of Ukraine, etc. Right? Just look at that for a second. Did you see anything relating to war tornness? Because remember, the conversation is about either Kyiv. They showed you what that guy was there showing you in Kyiv. Yeah, that's it. Like it was war torn. Look at this right here, these different little images, right, of different parts of Ukraine. Do you see anything with war torness on that? And of course, not to say that, of course, there's some things going on, right? I'm not going to play the infantile tactic. But the way it is showcased, remember, Ukraine is a country. So they just say Ukraine in general, right? You like, which part of Ukraine? Right? Because I just didn't show you whatever that section of Kyiv from the person who stays there, right? And the little parts over here, parts over there, whatever it is, that have different things going on. Of course, that's bad stuff, right? But we're talking about a collective part of the disingenuous propaganda, bad propaganda that is shown in images, right? Look at this. This is right in front of people's faces, right? It is related that Ukraine is a beautiful country. Numbers of beautiful people as well. Some good, kind-hearted people. Numbers of ones that this applies to, right? But you hear what the guy saying, hey, man, basically, hey, Ukrainian people, hey, man, toughness. I'm just giving an example, right? But how many have also left and went to the United States or went over to Europe, whatever the heck it is, but they don't talk about that. And how many also, numbers of Ukrainians that have also got reparations in the United States to help open up businesses, to go to school, to help them get cars or whatever. You get the point I'm getting at. To help them get certain type of jobs, stress of training, et cetera, et cetera. But nobody's telling them, hey, man, get over it. You see that? So again, look at this image before I stop this in about a few seconds. These are different places in Ukraine. You see again, war torn, it's all over, and carnage as they keep trying to make it seem like. So, but another 2.5 billion, right? What an insult. What a insult. Yes, it's a lot. That's a very much insult. But again, American blacks are told, you know what? Get over the past, right?
I don't believe in segregation. I believe in slavery. I don't believe in segregation. I believe in slavery.
But again, American blacks are told what? Again, to get over, give me a second, are told to get over the past. Right? They're told, just get over it. You have certain ones in certain other cultures who know they are too, and backgrounds and certain other alternative lifestyle categories. You know the point I'm getting at for some people. No one tells other people to get over the past. Again, no one tells numbers of Native Americans, hey, show me one Native American, what we call wink, wink Native American, right? That was that has been around for 200 years since the Trail of Tears. Please show that, right? Oh my goodness, because the white man took our land. Well, what about numbers of white personnel that put their names on those different roads for a few dollars and call themselves Native American? Oh, we get quiet on that. You see how this game goes, right? This is discussing tactics. How many? I don't want to go into all that. That's another topic in itself. But this is so ridiculous, right? But American blacks are told to get over it. From 2000 to 2020, well, 2025. It's only 25 years, right? That's nothing. So this was still going on what? Last century. But American blacks told to get over the past, right? Hold on, give me a second. Oh my goodness, American blacks are always talking about slavery. You do realize slavery happened to nobody else in America on any comparable scale. Other cultures wasn't getting wrapped up, RAPE, right? Left and right, toward numbers of American black women. And certainly their numbers of those males weren't getting buck broke and RAPE, right? In front of their wives and girlfriends and daughters. Oh, see, people don't want to talk about that when males are getting buck broke like that. And I don't want to go to all that. But the point is, see, but most people don't want to talk about that. and other cultures, numbers of other cultures and backgrounds and alternative lifestyle categories and border break illegal immigrant personnel and immigrating this 21 applies to, which is quite a number. They don't give a damn about American Black history. They want what's for them. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What's numbers of American Blacks? The ones applies to, and it's naiveness that do not know the game, right? And yes, there are some problems and internal hatred that's going on for certain one within American Blacks. The ones applies to, and many won't be saved. I call it basically the only person that we be left within certain types of American Blackism is American Black POWs. That's what only going to survive within America, because American Blacks only have half a generation to one generation left before the overall complete destruction of the American Black culture. Yes, because again, American Blacks are told, right, to get over the past, but they don't sit there and tell other people to get over the past. Yes, yes. But look what's going on here. Counting 11 million undocumented immigrants is easier than you think, what Trump thinks. This is a different topic, but I'm just adding to this because this is 2019. There's a situation going on. Today is December the 4th, 2025. Right? See, this game is going on. And even though it's not 11 million, it's way more than that. Right? But you see the games, but how many of them getting a form of reparation helping them out? You see this game, right? Look at this. But American Blacks, again, supposed to get over the past, while at the same time, right, for the last 4 damn years, right, border breaking, illegal immigrants, they skyrocketed, right, record-breaking numbers, still border breakers getting illegal immigrants, personnel getting all types of resources, right, free hotels again, however free apartments, however free numbers of houses, however many free, helping them out with however businesses getting documentation for legal workness and helping them out all kind of ways. But American Blacks are told to get over the past, and you have certain ones within the Panama-based culture and some other people that we ain't got anything to do with that. You got numbers of white Hispanics, the ones applies to, they got some nerves too. Oh my goodness, we got anything to do with slavery. Do you see the effed up part, how this sounds? And the list goes on, right? But again, they don't tell other cultures to get over the past, right? Let alone some things within that person's country that their person's parents ran from themselves. You saw this goes, right? But American Blacks are supposed to just look the other way, act like nothing is going on, or black pain for centuries. Boy, these people really messed up numbers of American Blacks, right? It's like that's like the numbers of they want numbers of American Blacks males to be just looking like this, right? Buffoonery, nothing's going on, right? Don't pay attention, right? Just sit there and pretend nothing's really going on. Just keep talking about you as an individual. Look at that person got the business. Look at that person got some degrees. Your degree don't mean a damn thing in this damn system. Person have all kind of business. It don't mean a damn thing in this damn system if you sitting there doing it for just you and only you. Right? As most do. It's like at least for some ones that, you know, they know who they are, which is quite a number. They're not doing it to sit there and be like, you know what, but if I can help some other American Blacks around, right, then that's fine too. But many don't even do that. And no other cultural background is not going to get in these businesses and get these degrees and got stuff going on external and still not try to be doing things for their own people from different other cultures. God, these people really, this system has really messed up American Blacks, right? But I sit there and showed you earlier, right, at the beginning, we're linked to this topic, another $2-something billion of reparations in some sort going to Ukraine. This system again has really did a lot of damage again to millions of American Blacks that don't even realize what's going on, again, with very few exceptions. But again, American Blacks are told to get over the past. And somebody be like, well, I mean, my goodness, man. Look, I mean, we got to start talking about race. That kind of person can go to you know what. Again, they don't tell how about other different races to stop talking about racial things that happen to their people. Of course, no comparison to American blacks. They don't tell numbers of certain people of certain ethnic backgrounds to get over their past. They sure ain't gonna tell numbers of Ukrainian personnel, the ones who are going through things in the US and other countries, to get over the past. Because 2022 was just the latest thing with the Russian situation. Things have been going on for a while before that, just like the situation that continue to keep going on, that's been going on for generations with the Israel Palestinian situation that's been going on forever, right? But American blacks supposed to be trying to pick sides with that, but you don't hear no reciprocity for American blacks or saying, hey, man, get these reparations for American blacks. How many bite off that supper plate and get to slide under people of color minority banner and pick up resources and all that kind of stuff like that. That should have been made for American blacks, but American blacks are told to get over the past. Boy, I tell you, this game is wicked, but it's brilliant. And this is what they continue to keep doing when millions of American blacks, with very few exceptions, do not realize the game. Yes. Give me a second.
He signed in April.
Give me a second. Let me, before I close it down, show image. Wrong button. Give me a second here. Cancel that back. 1 second. I want to show that again. But again, this is the image. Right? See, these are the images. Still, they want people to keep looking at, right? This is the little images. But again, with American blacks, some are saying, hey, what about reparations American blacks? Get over it. Around, and you got ladies on the side, being in the middle, color on the right. But you still got numbers, even American blacks, running around talking about people of color and communities of color. You see how that sounds, right? Sounds pretty bad, doesn't it? Right?
Let us remember that we are not brutalized because we're Baptists. We're not brutalized because we're Methodists. We're not brutalized because we're Muslims. We're not brutalized because we're Catholics. We're brutalized because we are black people in America.
But millions of American blacks are told to get over the past. I thank you for tuning in to the Real CP Show. Get over the past, Black Negroes. Get over the past, Black Negroes. But other people, other cultures, continue to talk about your past.